It's time now for our Bulldog conversation. Brad Radisi back with you, and I'm joined by Hal Langston, our Associate Athletics Director for Development and Strategy. And Hal, under that umbrella comes the Samford Athletics Hall of Fame. I know you guys recently announced our second class.
We did, and it's as special, Brad, as the first class, which we inducted in May last year, and that was a very special evening. But this class is equally as special, but a little different. We're inducting for the first time a team. So we're inducting the 98-99 men's basketball team. It was the first team in school history to make the tournament, the NCAA tournament.
Yep.
We're also inducting a gentleman, Billy Bancroft, who is deceased. So it's the first deceased member we'll have in our Hall of Fame. Billy played here in the 20s and then coached here in the 30s. I just spoke with his grandson yesterday, and the family is just thrilled that they're going to be able to come up here and accept on his behalf. We're also inducting Alicia Whitehead, who is a current staff member on our soccer team. Alicia was a world-class soccer goalie and played professionally overseas. And then we're also inducting Jimbo Fisher, who has been in the news, is now the head football coach at Texas A&M.
Yes.
We're inducting Michael Marsico, who played baseball here about 10 or 12 years ago, still holds several records here, was a great player. And then finally, last but not least, is Craig Beard. Craig is the program's all-time leading scorer in basketball, was the first NBA draft pick we had back in 1985 to the Bulls. So anyway, it's a special class.
And you mentioned it, talking to Billy Bancroft's grandson. What's it been like the past couple of years, making these phone calls and talking with people and letting them know that they're Hall of Famers?
It's I've been in the working world for the better part of 30 years. And I can tell you, of all the things I've worked on, this Hall of Fame project for Samford has been as special of a thing that I've worked on. Yeah. So you ask a question, what it's like to talk to these inductees or their families. It's just kind of neat to let them do the talking and let them share what this place means to them. And while it means different things to different people, it's obvious that this is a special place.
And as we've moved into basketball season and people are attending games at the Pete Hanna Center, talk about the Hall of Fame. It's located on the third floor of the Pete Hanna Center. And I'm not just saying this, you guys did an amazing job in constructing out that space. It's something that all of us Samford folks are really proud of.
You're right. It's the Hall of Fame is right next to our athletics ticket office on the third floor of the Hanna Center. It's the main entry point to the arena for our home men's and women's basketball games. So as we've had some of our games, our fans are coming in, they see the Hall of Fame. To your point, we were committed to creating a first-class space, something that was consistent with the brand image of Samford and also consistent with our athletics brand. So I would encourage fans, alumni, to come by and take a look at something that they would be very proud of.
And Hal, as we look at these first two classes, and when we heard the idea of a Samford Athletics Hall of Fame, first reaction was, well, who are we going to put in it? And we had our original names. Boy, you look at these first inductees, these two classes, and the people that we still have to come. Samford Athletics has just an amazing tradition and very worthy people of being inducted into any Hall of Fame, whether it's just Samford, if not state Hall of Fames or National Hall of Fames.
You're right. And several of our inductees and future inductees are already in other halls of fame. We started athletics here at Samford in 1878 with baseball, so we're only inducting our second class. Yeah. So the list is long of potential inductees that we can put in. What I would encourage people to do is to nominate. And they can find the nomination form on our website, samfordsports.com. Once someone is nominated, they're nominated in perpetuity, and anybody can nominate anyone. So it's it's something that we encourage people to do. We already have about 100 nominees that we're working from, and we know there are many more out there that need to be nominated.
And lastly, the big event is February 17th. If anybody wanted details on it, just please provide them.
Yes, so you're right. The induction dinner and ceremony is Saturday, February 17th. It'll start in our Hall of Fame in the Hanna Center, and then we'll move to our Brock School of Business up on the top floor, and that'll be around 6 o'clock. We'll open up ticket sales to the general public around the middle of January, which will be about a month in advance, and we'll have a press release and all of that. So last year's event was a sellout, and we fully expect another sellout this year.
Good deal. The Samford Athletics Hall of Fame inducting its second class coming up this February. You've been listening to the Bulldog Conversation.